This is Afro Blerd Podcast.
Hello to another episode of Afro Blerd Podcast. I'm your host, Reiu Luna, and we have...
Welcome to the Afro Blerd Podcast. This is your boy, Xerdica, and unfortunately, the real Kenji can join us right now.
That sounds creepy, but yeah, but yeah, like the last episode, because Xerdica was unfortunately wasn't able to do last episode. Kenji was not able to do this episode, so it sounds like we have a rotation. What's next? You two do it without me, which I don't mind. Like taking the reins.
Hey, my fault. Life be busy.
I know life be busy. That's why Keegan couldn't come today. I don't blame him. So, yeah, I hope Keegan rest up soon and we have another episode with us three. I'm thinking about maybe having a guest come in, one of our childhood friends or something, make it more interesting. So, yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It would be nice. So, like I said, life be lifing, and we can't really control that. So, yeah. So, since you wasn't here last episode, and I'm pretty sure you didn't watch the episode that we did last episode. So, what is your New Year's resolutions?
I think my New Year's resolution is to I need to stop caring about what people say. Stop caring in general.
As you should. Yep, because it's pretty much it's your life, and it's whatever makes you happy. So whoever other people can say about it, who cares? It's not their life; it's yours. So that's a good New Year's resolution. So I don't know. Yeah. You should really watch the last episode. But I know mine is I'm gonna try to get my money situation and other stuff that I can't talk about right now. But try to get my money all in order and try to get myself life all situated to be able to be on my own and other stuff. So financial stability, and I want to try to get up more and do more stuff. That's why I decided to do a trip at the end of the year. Once I get all my finances situated, I'm like, okay, the second I get my money situated, I'm gonna save up and go on a trip, a nice extravagant trip, which I hope you can come.
Yeah, that's exactly what I also wanted to do for New Year's, to start join up for more activities like how we did with last year. We went to Blerd Bash and other conventions.
Yep. Yes, I do want to do that too, but I don't know why. I'm just deciding to go to the mountains, which our grandma called me I'm a strange child because I want to go to the mountains and play in the snow. Because apparently black folks don't do snow, but I was like, I like snow. And I'm black. I can't like snow. I hate the heat.
Look, I haven't seen snow in fucking thousands of years. I would take that chance day of the week.
I see snow, and it's so amazing. It's so fun to play in, making snowman and snowball fights and stuff. But I always want to go sledding. I want to know how to snowboard. I want to learn how to snowboard because that seems so fucking fun. Excuse me that I'm just different and unique. I'm not strange. I'm unique. I don't care.
I think that does qualify as strange, don't you think?
No, it does not count as strange. So me being wanting to be in the snow is strange, and being in the mountains, that's not strange. I'm just unique.
Oh no.
I'm just unique and one of a kind. Can't be another one like me. Well, I guess my son, because he's a mini me, but yeah. I'm one of a kind, unless they came out of my hoo-ha.
Okay, buddy.
Well, screw you, too.
This is why I love hanging out with you.
Yes, because, Okay, so And this episode, so I decided since me and Kenji actually got real last episode, we can just get real again and have some real talk and get some stuff off shoulders. Like, I had I saw a lot of stuff I want to get on my shoulders, but I kind of took a nap before we did episodes, so I'm just like, my brain is fuzzy. But I know one thing I like to get on my shoulders, it's just like, I feel like I don't know why, but it's like, I feel like whenever I post something, I'm like ignored, and it's the internet just like suppressing me and stuff. It's just a lot of stuff like that. It's like, I talked about this before. It's like, am I the issue and stuff like that. Also, I've been on off to take my anti-anxiety / depression medication, so that is not a good thing. And since I've been back on it, I guess those anxieties went away.
Yeah, I don't try to like ignore you and stuff, because I do try to.
I know it's you. I'm talking about like online, especially like because I am a little bit frustrated because we have not been really getting listeners. But I was really happy when we got a couple comments on our YouTube channel, which I'm like, yay! It's slowly but surely we getting more listeners and comments and stuff. It's just, I'm doing most all the work. I'm the CEO, producer of Afro Blerd. And then we have a Discord server now that I would love to get up. And I just got a lot of things going on. So when you mix that with doing nothing for 10 hours, because I literally kind of do nothing at work, you get it gets into thoughts and down a deep rabbit hole, which is not a good feeling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is not a good feeling. But that's a lot of stuff I didn't get off my chest. But oh my God, I had so much to think about. I should have wrote it down. But just like with people, like a red note, I definitely like, I'm like, I get like, it's like, making a statement to the government, but at the same time, it gotta be something else. Cause I'm like, fuck TikTok, fuck YouTube and whatever else. But now I'm saying fuck TikTok because TikTok is suppressing my goddamn stuff. A lot of stuff is not getting pushed out. It's like, excuse me for not being pretty or like society, whatever else. I'm trying to make it be positive.
Nah, it's just more so of like, if you're not really well known, popular and all that, then it's just like, yeah, that's just how the algorithm is. I just don't like.
Yeah, I get that.
Like used to be.
Yeah, but also it feels like a lot of people who post toxic stuff, negative stuff, and controversial stuff gets pushed out. And I'm like, wow. So like that's it. If we be controversial and say some fucked up shit, coon shit, so just fucked up shit, just be all out the typical black people and whatever else, and I'm just like, that's what I'm like, wow. I'm over here posting something nice and positive and stuff, and people just like, oh shit, that's boring. Excuse me, you're trying to be positive. I'm not. I don't want to be toxic. That's not my life. I don't want to be toxic. But
yeah,
that's just life. But I still go on because I always do what I do with my head high. Yeah. So anything you like to get off your chest? This is the topic of the day is real talk. Let's talk. Just do some real talk.
Well, I have admitted that I have been rather depressed lately and deal with like sorts of things that I need to get checked out because I do feel that like the world around me is like, I feel disassociation and all that stuff. So
I know how that is because last year when I was at work, I mentally broke down. Like there was just like one person everything was felt like I was just like, stuffed up. Everything, not stuffed, but I felt like everything was just like compressed, there's like so much like stuff. I felt so overwhelmed that I felt suffocated. And the second somebody asked me if I was okay, the second she asked me if I'm okay, I started just breaking down, like boo-hoo crying, breaking down because I was so just overwhelmed with life and finances, everything. I just broke down. And I'm like, I'm not okay because I was feeling like that for like a week, a month. And I was just like, I couldn't do it anymore. I had a lot of like negative thoughts and stuff like I used to have when I was a teenager. Because when I was a teenager, you probably don't remember, but I was an angry teenager because I had a lot of issues going on, a lot of demons I had when I was a teenager. So a lot of that stuff that happened when I was younger was coming back at my age now, which I did not like that feeling. I was like, this is not okay. I'm not okay. So the second when I knew I was not okay, especially when I broke down at work, I was like, I have to do something about it. So I told my doctor, because I remember I told my doctor I had a lot of anxiety, and he asked me if he wants to give me some anxiety medication. And I was like, no, because usually I can be able to, I used to be able to notice my anxiety, notice like the problem, and like know how to fix it. But at that moment, I was like, I really thought I needed to go to therapy because I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. Well, at the same time, I did, and I'm just like, I really thought that moment I needed therapy. So I had a real talk with my doctor, and I'm not going into like major details because I really don't want to at this moment, but I will go into it later on this year about it because mental health is something I will be talking about on a regular basis because especially us in the Black community, it's good to talk about it. But I did have like a real good talk heart to heart with my doctor, and he prescribed me anti-anxiety medicine and antidepressant because I was having bad anxiety and depression. And the second I took that the medicine, it felt like, let's say like you have a bunch of voices in your head just talking all at once, and it just went quiet. It was just quiet, and I felt at ease. I was like, oh my God, this feels better. And so I'm so glad that to be on that medication, and I take it on a regular basis. I do admit that like the last couple of weeks I have been forget to take it, or I've been taking it on and off because I had a lot of stuff going on, especially when dealing with the podcast and everything else. But I'm just like, okay, now I can feel I can tell the difference when I'm okay, when it's like my, just that feeling I have is coming back, and I'm like, no, I am not letting that come back. So I make sure I take my medications on a daily basis because it actually helps. So if you need something like that, make sure definitely talk to your doctor about that. Definitely talk to your doctor about that.
But the real thing I wanted to get off my chest is that like I feel like family as a word to me has mean very little, if not nothing to me, considering like the history I grew up with my family and stuff.
I mean, I'm part family. We family. You mean like everybody who's around, like because I don't come around much. I know. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's just I know it's like your family and all that, but it's like to me, it's like with family, it actually comes with like love and everything. But it's like the family I grew up in, it's just like no, there's just nothing but bitter pettiness and misery, and it's like
well, that's kind of like the one reason why I kind of like at the time when she was still a kid, I went out on my own because of that all the stuff that's going on in our family. I had to like just step away because I knew that if I stayed here, I would lose myself. And that's why I left. I was like, I cannot. I had to be true to myself. And since then, I'm like, I found myself without having judgment, because I love our family, but our family members do be judgment. That's why my grandma called me a strange child because of all my interests and stuff. Well, I'm like, but I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like I want to do my own thing. It's just like just separate myself from like all the bad memories I've dealt growing up. It's like I don't want that to define me. I just want to like live my life and just like go solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I was. Pretty much exactly what you said. I experienced that myself. I experienced the exact thing myself. And so I know that, and I the one thing I hated so much, and it made me help myself until I had to realize I love myself. I love being black, everything about being black. But like back then, it's like I hated when people call me Oreo or I want to be white and stuff, and it's like I don't want to be white. I
Oh, man,
never want to
fuck
be
up.
white.
I hate when people say some shit like that. I fucking
It's
hate that.
like why do I want to be white? I don't want to be white. Excuse me that I like stuff that's mostly not, non-black people. I mean, yeah, non-black people like, but it's like I like it. So why can't I be black and enjoy something that's just like, that? Why can't we all enjoy something? Trust me, don't get me wrong. That's some white shit. I'm like, that's some white ass shit. Like, that's some white shit. And I don't want to
At the end of the day, I don't fucking care because it's like I'm comfortable with who I am.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like I'm an open book. It's like I'm sorry that I'm culturally diverse and educated, and I like to know more stuff culturally, and instead of sticking to one simple thing that we grew up on, I like to expand my horizons and doing stuff like going hiking and going to the mountains and snowboarding. It's opening my horizons into to see the world and stuff. And I like anime, which we all black nerds like that. We like anime, but guess what? Like anime and those cartoon stuff is apparently white people shit. It's like, no, we just like it.
And it's just like they are known for like it's like you want us to be known as like stereotypes.
No, I don't mean that.
Stereotypes, like nah.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do some stereotypical shit, but like I was born black. At the end of the day, no matter what, I'm black. And guess what? Even though they say I kind myself want to be more white, I'm still gonna experience the fucking racism if even I try to make myself palatable, flavorful, whatever you call it, to white people. Guess what? They still see me as a goddamn black woman, black. Even though I can act the whitest of the whitest. Guess what? I'm still gonna be black at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's like it don't matter how I act. Like this skin color ain't fucking changing. It's like going away anytime soon.
Yeah, and then sometimes some people, I'm not gonna say who, talk about the way I raise my kids is some white people shit, but it's like, what? No, but excuse me that I'm trying to make my next generation something more healthy than the way I was brought up. I mean, don't get me wrong. My parenting is still kind of black, but it's not like a toxic. It's like I try to be like something more different that I was raised upon, because that's kind of, and this is real talk. Because this is real talk. The stuff I see around me, especially family and personal, close friends, and how they do their kids, it's like this is why this is why a lot of the children and people are toxic to gay, because how we brought up. Now we was brought up in something more of a more like how I do my kids. Like I talk to my kids and I talk to them one-on-one and stuff like that, and I try to get them, I let them express themselves and be open and with no judgment, and so if we do like that, we will have more people who will, be more successful and try to do more, and like to be themselves without being judged or talk shit upon with your own family members, to be yourself.
Yeah, that's the one that I never liked, because it's like, how is you like a family, yet you're just like be literally and just like the most hateful shit known to man, and expect us to be cool with it just because we share the same blood. Like
yeah, because with my kids, I let them like figure out what they want to be. I don't shove anything down their throats. I don't like call them weird or whatever stuff they do. I let them be themselves. So something that I would like to be, I would like, and I talk shit, just crap about it, because that's how I want. And then my kids are open. They tell me, and I give them opportunity to be open with me. Now they know damn well not to fucking talk back to me, because I still be like, I still get the the blackness still come out of me no matter what, depending on how they talk to me sideways. I mean, that's still, at the end of the day, trust me, I get fucking hood on my kids, and they know it. They know it. So they know damn well if I start talking on some way, they know that they just fucked up. So, yeah. So, but yeah, so I say that's like that's wrapped up on this like real talk. Let's not get into something I definitely was like I was really interested in seeing, because I saw this thing on TikTok. I meant to research it, but as a mom and just whatever else. But I saw this thing talk about how lesbians help save the Sims franchise.
Oh man, The Sims?
Yes.
The fucking Sims?
Yep. Lesbians saved the Sims franchise. So when the Sims came out and stuff, I guess it wasn't doing that good, but then when they started having functions that you can do gay shit in the Sims, that's what blew up the Sims and saved the Sims franchise. So pretty much having two women kissing in a game saved them. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. Lesbians.
I'm not surprised because everybody knows that like lesbian shit is like hot to them. So it's like, oh yeah, this will do numbers.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's pretty much being gayness saved a video game. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Because, a lot of people love playing The Sims. I do, because I know I do.
With me, I feel like The Sims is saved due to like the modding capabilities that you can do with The Sims. Like you can just outright fucking kill them.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
I ain't gonna lie, the mods I have, I can never go. It would never be. The game can never be the same again. That's all I gotta say. I can't play the game the same again after using those type of mods.
Yeah, The Sims is known to be like a personal playground, but once you add mods to that, it is a fucking field day.
It is. And once that new game come out, Izo, whatever, I don't know how it's called. Ooh, I can't wait to play that. And if they have mods, oh my god, it's gonna be that's gonna be, especially certain type of mods, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, that's gonna be that's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. I'm gonna shut up and take my money.
I already tell when you just brought up those kinds of mods. I'm like, yeah. I'm not surprised.
I'm a pervert.
I'm just saying. I've seen mods of Leon for Resident Evil and like a fucking crop top and has a tramp stamp, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Yes, we are women. We are perverts. The biggest perverts. I think we will. Not all women, but some women are more perverted than men.
That I will admit. Y'all are fucking freaks compared to us. Y'all are freaks.
Yeah, we were worse than men. I know I am. I'm worse than men. I am worse than a straight man. But I do it respectfully. So yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting thing, because I know when I play Sims, I do some gay ass shit. I do some gay ass shit in the Sims. It's so much fun.
You fruitcake.
Yes, I am a fruitcake. Thank you very much. Okay. Now for the next topic. Give me 1 second. Now, this one I'll be dying to do. Anime and diversity. I have noticed so many more people of color watching anime and getting more into like the nerd culture, which that is awesome. Especially noticing like more black voice actors in animes, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so freaking awesome. And then we got manga made by black people and stuff, and black people making anime cartoons. It's like, oh my god, I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it.
Yeah, I guess I did hear that Corey Kenshin, the YouTuber, is making his own series and stuff.
No, that's cool. And then I know I've seen this one, which I need to grab a copy of a book. Where it's like this black artist made this manga, and it looks so awesome. And it's like he makes his stuff. It's like he says that I can't remember what it's called, but I have it saved. But like his stuff is not like it's not perverted or with dealing with minors and stuff. All the stuff that's like he has that's like, you know, sexualized and stuff is adults. He does not sexualize minors, which I like that. Because as I get older, there's a lot of animes I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, that's like, I'm like, and I can't believe I used to like that when I was younger, but I was, you know, I was younger. I was a somewhat kid. I didn't know better. And now I'm at that, I'm older, I'm just like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. So, yeah. But I do have to say, though, there's a difference between people who just like just now started get into anime and stuff like that, and people who has been there since like the 90s or 80s. That's a difference between those people. And sorry to say, there's people who just now started getting anime and they don't get the dynamics of how the way anime is, especially with some stuff. And it's just like, yeah, I just be like, I can tell you're new to anime. You're new here. I mean, not everybody who's new to anime are just like kind of like up in the, you know, tight-wise about it, but it's just some people who get so much. I'm just like, oh my god, like, do you not know what anime is or the culture in Japan? And it's like, I watched anime so much in my life. I get the stuff because that's like, you know, that's normal in Japan. It's normal for the culture, and for you to be mad for that culture is like, well, then why are you watching this? If this upsets you so bad, stop watching, because guess what? You can't tell Japan to change their ways. Trust me. Yeah, trust me. There's a lot of stuff I don't agree with, but just at the end of the day, that's their that's their culture. I can still criticize some of the stuff because I don't like the age gap type of shit, especially when it's something with a high schooler and an adult. I'm not okay with that. But in Japan, it's cool with them, you know. And I cannot like, you know, be like, go to Japan and like, this is wrong. You can't do this. This isn't stop. This is immoral.
Yeah, people on Twitter be like doing that shit. I was just like, oh,
it's not just Twitter. It's a lot of places. It's like, yeah.
I know, but it's like that's the place I see it at its worst, and oh man. It is incredibly fucking bad.
But yeah, I see some people being so loud about and like just like this loud about certain stuff, and I'm just like, I do not have the time or energy because I like my dark and, you know, with my dark animes and stuff, which is, it's, you know, it varies to how people call it dark. But I have my dark, you know, my dark themes and dark, you know, animes that's like dark that I like to watch because it's an interesting story plot, interesting storytelling, or let's say somewhat literature to me. Like, you know, something that's like, that shouldn't happen in reality. I like watching certain stuff like that. At the same time, there's certain stuff I do have my limits on. Because there's this one anime I was watching, and I cannot remember what it was, but I was watching it, and I was like 5 minutes into it, I said, nope. I say no. And I stopped because I was like, this is not right. No, I was like, no. That I have my limits, but this is it. I'm not fucking with that. And so, like, but the thing is, it's like, so there's some animes that some people might not agree that I will watch, and I'm not going to say what it is unless I'm with other individuals who say it. But there's some animes, it's like, yeah, it's kind of wrong, but at the same time, I can differ between fictional and reality. Go ahead, I know you was going to say something.
I was going to go say, it's like, and it's kind of funny because I do remember, like, I've seen people on Twitter be mad about like the themes of Berserk and everything. It's like, considering Berserk is the most phenomenal manga series known to man, it's like considered as like dark themes, like since it's dark fantasy. I'm like, dog, I am not surprised. Like, you should know what you'd be getting into because like there are some animes that would be like way dark and violent, way worse than Berserk. Trust me, there's a whole lot.
And then some people be like mad, be like, well, okay, I'm looking for something that's like this. It's like, honey, baby child, let me hold your hand when I tell you this. There's not that many anime like that. So if for you to find more anime that like that's not like you, so to say, problematic to you, You're not gonna find it. It's not gonna.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, but it's like, this is not Winnie Juniors. We don't serve that shit here.
Yep, baby honey child. I'm sorry, but they are making more animes, more more I can't even say palatable, like, tasteful for people to watch, other people to watch, especially animes with more in adults, adults being with adults, no, like, a high schooler with a college student or a girl or somebody's in their 30s and stuff. There's more animes. It's like they actually doing more age appropriate and more people in colleges, which I like that. I love that. I love that. So, like, yeah, but it's just like, because I know one thing, I love to see more lesbian / Yuri anime. There is not a lot, and then the ones that's Yuri, it's like fan service. It's a tease. I'm like, why? What the fuck? That's not that much Yuri to watch. And then some of the Yuri that I see, it's just so problematic to me, and I'm just like, and people be like, that's a great. I'm like, no. I don't want to see that. I want something like nice and cute, like I'm in love with the villainess, or there's another one I can't think about right now. But there's a couple positive ones that I'm like, oh yes, this is so cute. I like this. But and I can't be like, oh well, I can't go online and be like, oh, okay, somebody find me more animes like this. I know damn well it's not animes that like how I fell in love with the villainess. That's like true romance is like they both girls and they and she they both know it, and they don't do the, oh, we'll be both girls, we can't be in love. That's like, I don't care, I love you because I love you. But back to diversity. Oh my god, I'm just loving that so many more people, especially people of color, is like an anime and actually being involved in the anime industry. Because back in the day, I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to make my own manga and stuff. I wanted to be a voice actor. But things happen, and as you hear I don't have the greatest voice. I don't have the voice for doing voice acting, unfortunately.
Funny that you did brought up voice acting, because like my other friend group, they asked me if I wanted to like be a voice in like a game project that they were doing. It's like we play certain roles and all that, and I was interested in it, but it kind of just like didn't go through. I was like,
that's what happened. Because I know that's a lot of stuff, but people indie companies that's looking for people to do voice acting for their like movies or shows or games and stuff. So there's many opportunities to begin into voice acting without going to the major like companies and stuff. But for me at this point, I do not have the vocals to do voice, especially doing different voice. I cannot do it with my speech impairment. Unfortunately, that's yeah.
I would like to get into voice acting, but I would say that like the entertainment industry is just like something I don't like vibe with. It's like, considering the shit to be coming out there, it's like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's just like a lot. And then you had to do so much and fight so hard to be able to make a living off of that stuff. And I'm just like, I don't have the time or energy to do that at my old age. Maybe if I was younger, I would have tried harder. Especially if I had the resources like we have now, I definitely would have tried to get into doing that. Definitely, but now I'm just like, I'm too old to try to, and I really don't want to do vocal trainings and stuff like that, and reading a script. And I can't talk that fast. Sometimes I can't talk fast. Sometimes talking a lot hurts my throat, because I like, surprisingly, I don't talk that much. Surprisingly, I have my moments that I just like, I don't talk a lot, and I'm actually quiet. So doing voice acting actually hurts my throat, especially when I talk too much. So.
I get it.
Yeah. But I can't wait to see more animes with black people in it. Because that's definitely black people. Because I know a lot of people, when they see a a dark-skinned anime character, they automatically assume they're black. And I'm like, I get wanting to see wanting to see a black person in anime, which they are some, but I'm gonna tell you this wholeheartedly with a hold in your hand. I know this might be controversial, and I'm not trying to be controversial, but not every brown-skinned anime person is black. There are actually dark-skinned Asians in Japan. So, unfortunately, the way they color it in the anime, they make it look like, like they black. Which, hey, if you want to think they was black, go ahead. Because trust me, when I was younger, I thought Eureka was black. And that's why I cosplay. Like, I love Lila Witch. I was like, oh, she's black. Oh, my God. And I found out she's not really black. I think she's like Indian or something. Something. I just did deep diving. That's a lot of anime characters who I thought was black, and I did some deep diving back in the day. And I was like, oh, they're not black, or they are. If they are, they are half black, which I like. That's great. They half black, half Japanese. But a lot of characters are not black. So
yeah, and not to mention like some voice actors are not black themselves. But it's like, to me, it's like, since you're doing a voice, it kind of really don't matter. But it's just like, who can play that role the best, in my eyes.
Well, to be honest, if the person is truly black, this is the American sense, not foreign. If a character in an American cartoon, it's black, it should be played by a black person. I mean, I'm sorry to say, that's my opinion. I mean, there are some, people of the snow variety that kind of put it off, but at the same time, I feel like as a person, as a minority, ethnic person in cartoons, it should be played by an ethnic person. That's all I gotta say about that.
I get it.
That's all I gotta say about that. But in animes, it's like, well, that's not a lot. Well, back then, it was not a lot of diversity in, anime dubs. But I've noticed there's a lot more actors, up and coming actors, and like especially more black people who doing voice acting for dubs and stuff. So now it's like, well, there's no excuse, especially if that anime character is actually black or half black. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Unless they're in Japan and they, then like that's a different story. Like, it's in Japanese. It's like, well, that's a different story. But no, if you dub somebody in English and the character is actually black, how about using an actual person who's black to play that character? Because it makes it just more interesting that way, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because then they have, that little swat, when we talk, it's like they have that, I can't think of the word, but if you know what I mean, right? You can tell when like a person is black for like the way they talk.
Yeah.
So it's just that, and it makes it it would make the anime more realistic if that character is actually black, especially if they have black features. But yeah, I think that's all we have today. I don't have anything else. I thought this was gonna last on longer, but I think that's about cover everything that we need to discuss. Unless you have anything more you would like to discuss.
I guess if it's alright to drop a anime recommendation, that's fine.
Oh, go ahead. Most definitely.
I suggest if people want to start watching some anime, I would recommend Samurai Champloo.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm watching recently, and my God, it is really incredibly good.
Yeah, I had to go back on touching. I watched that when I was a teenager. It's been so long since I watched that, but yeah, I do recommend that too. That's a good anime. That is a really good one.
Not to mention, you should listen to the soundtracks of Samurai Champloo.
I mean, yeah, I know the music. It's just it's been so long. It's like, but I know what you're talking about. The music in there was immaculate. I enjoyed the music. Jin was my favorite character.
Oh, Mugen is my absolute favorite.
Yeah. See, you forget I've been watching anime since I was like a kid. I've been watching anime since the 90s. I am the veteran nerd here. Well, I'm going ahead. We're going to wrap this up. This has been Afro Blerd. Oh, before we go, let me remind people, we do have a Discord server. And we definitely recommend all people who, especially Black people, from all walks of life to come in. I definitely want to know some more furries.
Oh, interesting. That is
I just want to get to know them, like, the process and see their costumes and stuff, and not like that. What? And
I've seen the ears. It's all I already knew.
Oh my god! But yeah,
I saw the ears. They took you.
No, I started wearing ears a long time ago. Thank you very much.
And what kind of ears were they? And don't tell me.
Cat ears.
Yeah, thought so.
Shut up. Anyways, we do have a Discord server, and we encourage, since TikTok is going away and stuff, and also because we want to make a community where you can express yourself and share your creativities, ideas, and whatever else. We do have our Discord server, which is in our link tree. If you don't know, if you can't access our link tree, you can more than welcome leave a comment, and I will more than welcome send you an invite. And so that's why one thing I like. Don't forget to join our Discord server, and don't forget to like, follow, share, and comment. We definitely would like to hear your comments, because your comments help us improve on what we're doing wrong, or what we're not doing wrong, what you like about the show, and what you don't like about the show. And also, we want you to be part of the process. Also, we have open submission for you to do Am I the ISO stories, post your favorite Reddit stories, anything you want to vent about, etc. Just get anything out of your chest. We have open submissions for that as well.
Yeah, if you ever need to tell us anything about like the funny stories you saw, or the kind of stories you experienced, then please let us know.
Yeah, most definitely. We have all kinds of interesting stories. So it's interesting to hear other people's and stuff, and we're here and open about that. Especially like you need something to get off your chest and need some motivation. We are here for that too. That's what we're here for. We're always here for you. We love you. I mean, I don't know you, but you know what I mean. We're here for the people. We're your safe space.
Well, I have no love whatsoever. I am a heartless monster. No, I'm kidding.
I cannot with you. Okay, now let's wrap this up. Well, this has been Afro Blerd Podcast. This is Reiu.
And this is Xerdica.
Hope to see you again next time. And see you in the Discord server. Bye.
Bye-bye. Have fun. Take care.
Have a good time.